I'm guessing then you'll be wanting to know how I'm getting on with this Quadgrow Plus. Okay, stick around, we'll have a chat. Just doing a bit of deadheading, so to speak. Just tidying up all the dead dry stuff. Quadgrow Plus. Well, firstly, can I just advise, if you haven't gone and watched the video of me, I'm going to use the term loosely, unboxing this beauty yet, I absolutely recommend it, just for the fun value of watching me trying to deal with something that came in a box that was bigger than me. So, card as usual, go and have a look if you want a laugh, and it'll show you a little bit about putting this up. But, Quadgrow Plus, how am I getting on? Well, basically, if you haven't used one of these before, or if you're considering it, it's 4 full-size Quadgrow pots, so exactly the same as the stuff I use for my tomatoes and all that kind of thing. In the centre, this big, I don't know what I'd call it, but it's like a big salad trough is how I'm using it. It also comes with this, and that sits on top of the centrepiece, and it's actually a fantastic propagator. I think they call it a mini greenhouse. Yeah, mini greenhouse is how they kind of described it on the website when I bought it. So how am I getting on with it then? Well, it's been I think a few months now, and as you can see, it is looking fabby. It's very, very green. Centre, like I say, I've got lots of different types of salad in the centre bit. And as always, I've planted more salad than I can keep up with. So I always end up with too much. I do it every year. In the 4 pots, I've got basil and dill. And I've got spinach at the back here and parsley. Because that's all things I found struggled outside. So I always do better with them in a greenhouse. And this just gave me a brilliant way of doing it. So essentially I've got my own big salad bar here. Now, cool thing I did, it's a standard Quadgrow. So you've got the water reservoir at the bottom, you've got wicks that go through the pots into the water. So that's how the plants get their water and their food. So you don't water from above. I was a bit worried about how this would work with salad, because I understand how it works with a big single plant like tomatoes. All the roots go in the same place. But this is lots of different plants, and there's only 4 wicks in there, so I was a bit kind of like, how will this work? But it's working brilliant, as you can see. It's really doing a treat. I can't speak today. The other thing I did, now this is not strictly about it being a Quadgrow, but rather than grow lots of little dill plants and basil plants and that kind of thing, I sowed them directly into the pot. And I watered it from above like normal, just as you would do when you're normally grown from seed. The only difference being, this had been all set up and there was a wick in there, so when it was ready, I could start using it as a proper Quadgrow. So I've done that, and I'm really, really happy, I have to say. You can see yourself, look, it's all coming on brilliant. Oh, you can't beat the smell of herbs, can you? Oh, it's awesome. So yes, so I'm really, really chuffed. So at the moment, yeah, absolutely, this is as good as my systems that I've been doing for the last few years for my tomatoes. I'm really chuffed with this. But something, just to let everyone know, if you're considering doing this, you go through my review videos, you'll see with the Quadgrows, I talk about how you get about a week before you have to fill them up again once the plants are fully grown. This little thing, you get about 3 days, and I'm having to fill it up again. It is bone dry in about 3 days. So obviously the fact that there's 6 wicks in there is obviously pulling on the water a lot faster. So just be aware that you can't go away and leave this one if you're going on holiday, I don't think. But apart from that, I absolutely love it. There's only one flaw, so this might be a good one to tell the people who make this. There is one really, really crappy flaw in the design, and it is this. It's not the end of the world just now, because the other things are not grown properly yet. But to add water to this, the little hole you add water in, it's in here between these 2 pots. It's really difficult to get to. I can't actually see it at all. So unless this whole unit was turned around vertically, it's really impossible to get to. So that's a real rubbishy flaw. You should maybe put an extra bit in the middle somewhere on a flat side as well, and give people the option so that it fits into however they have their greenhouse spaces. Apart from that though, I am really chuffed. So far, so good. Another Quadgrow product that I am absolutely enamoured with. I should be selling these things. I love them that much. I'm just totally Quadgrow girl or whatever. Maybe I need a cape and a t-shirt. Don't know if you guys will hear that. That's the wind picking up. We've had the last maybe 2 weeks has been gorgeous, lovely. As you can see, slightly sunburned because, you know, I'm Scottish, so the slightest bit of sun and I go bright red. And it's been lovely. Today, however, it's very cloudy and the wind is picking up a bit, so I'm not sure what the weather's going to do. So in which case, I'm going to finish up here because having this door open is not good if there's a wind picking up. I have, not on occasion, quite often lost the roof. Whenever there's high wind, because it's polycarbonate, it's lightweight, this roof comes off. So I'm going to go and leave you with Quadgrow Plus. Thumbs up from me. I will keep you up to date on what's happening, but at the minute I'm really, really chuffed. See you guys!